The Was Scepter was one of the most important symbols of ancient Egypt, recognizable by its long staff, forked base, and mysterious animal head at top. It represented power, authority, dominion, and divine rule. It appears throughout Egyptian history in the hands of gods, pharaohs, and priests, making it one of the longest-lasting religious symbols of Egyptian civilization. More than a ceremonial staff, the Was Scepter expressed the Egyptian belief that true authority came from the gods and was used to maintain order in the universe. What does the Was Scepter mean? The ancient Egyptian word was means power, dominion, or authority. According to Raymond Faulkner's concise dictionary of Middle Egyptian, the term refers to legitimate power exercised by both gods and kings. The scepter itself reflected this idea. Its long shaft symbolized stability, while its forked base allowed it to stand firmly on the ground. At the top was the head of a mysterious animal, usually identified with the mythical Set animal, though its exact identity remains uncertain. Together, these elements made the Was Scepter an instantly recognizable emblem of divine authority. Symbol of the gods and the pharaoh. The Was Scepter is most often seen in the hands of Egyptian gods, including Osiris, Horus, Anubis, Amun, Ptah, Thoth, and Sekhmet. Each deity carries it as a sign of authority over a particular aspect of creation. Pharaohs also held the Was Scepter in temple reliefs and statues. Because the king was believed to rule on behalf of the gods, carrying the scepter symbolized that his authority came from the divine world rather than from human power alone. Egyptologist Richard H. Wilkinson notes that royal insignia such as the Was Scepter emphasized sacred kingship and the ruler's responsibility to uphold cosmic order. The Was Scepter and Ma'at. One of the central ideas of Egyptian religion was Ma'at, the principle of truth, justice, harmony, and universal order. The gods and the pharaoh as their representative were responsible for preserving Ma'at against the forces of chaos. The Was Scepter became a visual symbol of this responsibility. It represented the authority needed to maintain balance throughout the universe, reminding Egyptians that power was meaningful only when used to protect order and justice. The Was Scepter in ancient Egyptian texts. Ancient religious writings frequently associate the word was with divine power. In the pyramid texts, among the oldest religious texts in the world, one spell declares to the deceased king, "Your power is among the gods." This passage expresses the belief that the king joins gods after death and shares in their divine authority. The Coffin Texts and the Book of the Dead continue this idea, describing the deceased receiving divine strength and protection. According to Egyptologist James B. Allen, these texts portray power as a sacred gift that enables the righteous to overcome the dangers of the underworld. Archaeological evidence. The Was Scepter appears throughout ancient Egypt on temple walls, statues, tomb paintings, coffins, papyri, and ceremonial objects. Archaeologists have also discovered actual scepters made from wood, stone, bronze, and faience in temples and elite burials. Its consistent appearance for more than 3,000 years demonstrates how important the symbol remained in Egyptian religion and royal ideology. The Was Scepter was far more than a ceremonial staff. It symbolized divine authority, legitimate kingship, and the responsibility to preserve harmony in the world. The Was Scepter reminded the ancient Egyptians that true power came from the divine and existed to uphold Ma'at, the eternal balance of the universe.